question is, so he's been home for like 6 days. They went home. They've been flushing it out twice a day. This is going a little bit. So this is the very back pocket. Like I think that's probably the peritoneal wall, because that's as far in as we can go.
30 millimeters or 30 centimeters almost.
Yeah. What do you think that is? Now there was a remaining big chunk of fat. Yeah.
Well, it could just be hemorrhage, you know, a little bit of bruising.
Yeah.
Because that kind of has a look of a little bit of a vessel to me.
Yeah.
Right here.
Almost like that.
Maria, it's going to be a huge issue if I put that in there.
No, he's
Next to
fine.
him, but right side.
So I guess okay, pull back a little bit. So my questions are, so this is definitely like granulated and come in more than that initial big pocket. There's definitely nasty tissue in here that I was contemplating like trying to pick at a little bit to get rid of. What are your continued daily lavages? He started to get a little stocked up. He was on Exceed after being on Naxel Gent here. He only spiked a fever one day. I was thinking of, but he's kind of got like a cellulitis going in his hind limb now. But again, I don't know if it's because, and I can take my finger down pretty far too, that urine is kind of.
Could also, I'm trying to think as far as flushing every day or maybe trying to go every other day. Maybe a little bit more productive, you know, is kind of let some of that stuff slough into it and then gets flushed out versus every day maybe not. Could put a little bit of scarlet oil in when they're done lavaging.
See if it will scar down a little bit.
See if it'll encourage it to scar down and continue to slough and heal in a little
But
quicker.
it's still pretty foul smelling. Like I said, it couldn't tell so much. I mean, it's definitely from that pocket when it was coming out of here. It was like, oh, that's, you know, right. I said, we're going to pass the catheter in urethra. How that is.
So you've left that big catheter, that full indwelling, left it in for you guys.
Yeah, they've been flushing it twice a day. We just betadine, water saline. And I had a hard time to scope in initially. I pulled out that catheter
You ever had this done?
and then I tried to feed this, couldn't. Then I put a clean catheter and flushed it lavage. And then I think, you know, because it's a little bit bigger and rigid, then I was able to get this scope
Did
in.
do it before?
Like, it needs to stay indwelling because else it's going to
Shut down. I think that's really about all you can do.
continue on.
Because that thing's got to have to heal from deep to
Yeah.
superficial.
But it's definitely, I mean, it's that initial cavity, like without blowing up with air, and now, you know, it's,
And that was a
Oh,
week
he's
ago,
peeing
right?
now.
These are the only sleeves we have, Amber?
so like I said, it's not really diverting down his penis, it just kind of comes out the back.
And that's
What'd you
about
think?
all it is too. It's just little like that.
Small amounts,
Yeah.
frequently.
Probably
Would you
because
expect
he can't get any distension on his bladder.
Because it just leaks when it gets to that point.
So I don't think he can generate any bladder pressure.
Yeah. And what do you think about trying to leave an indwelling urinary catheter again so that actually starts to heal down?
I think it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Because I think options are just continue to granulate in. If we don't do that, he's going to develop a fistula right here,
Right,
and he's
and
just
it's-
going
And
to
his opening is
forever pee out the back.
cranial versus
Yeah.
caudal, you know, where you make an incision.
Yeah.
And then how, so like when I sutured it on his penis, again, he got it out in like 2
Oh.
days.
It's tricky. No matter, it's hard.
I think what I ended up having 2 sutures on the same side. How do you recommend?
So usually what I do is put that butterfly with another loop to those, you know, those sutures.
So don't suture, because I had tape, you know, butterfly on my catheter, and then I just went through my tape through the glands, but I think I ended up having them both on one side, so then it popped out the side.
Yeah, you have to put them on both
Both
on
sides,
both
yeah.
sides of that.
Yeah, that's what